Blog Talk Radio.
Good evening, everyone. This is me, Jonathan Alexander. I'm here to host our show, Life, Laughter, Happiness. Today we have my co-host, Kelly. Are you there, Kelly?
Yes. Hello, everyone.
Okay, and we have our other co-host, Barbara. Are you there, Barbara?
Hi, yes, I'm here. Hi, everybody.
Okay, now, last time this lady was on, she blew everybody away, myself included. Her name is Vanessa Orr. And if you read the description, you read this very long description. This lady does it all. She's helped settle debates, feuds, estates, suites, and disputes. Talents forth through misconceptions, lies that connect people and animals with truth and feeling. I am honored to be basically it's a long description, and it's very detailed. And I guess because it's very detailed, we have some callers already waiting. Do you want me to go ahead and put them on?
I'm ready.
Okay, we'll start with area code 480. Okay, let's see. I'm putting 480 on the air. I'm pressing it now. Are you there?
No. Our caller's not there.
Well, I'm pressing 480.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hi.
There she is.
Hello?
There she is. Hey, how are you?
Hi, Vanessa. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Vanessa
How
and
are
crew.
you?
Well, I was wondering, I got fired yesterday, so I was kind of wondering, do you see me getting a job soon since everybody hates me?
I do.
Do you?
No, it was a change in vibration. Don't worry about it. Yeah. And I just got major confirmation on that. Was it a gentleman who fired you? But it was, I kind of see like a couple people that they're using the word ganged up on you.
They did. They all ganged up on me. And they used this one. They called the police on me over some real petty. They was like really petty about it too. So I was just like, well,
it wasn't
whatever.
you. It was someone else who pulled the little caper.
Yeah.
And they blamed you. Yeah. Oh, well, let me tell you really quick about vibrational matches. When you are with liars, that's a certain vibration. There's actually the Edwards scale between 0 and 1,000. And obviously, these are low vibration characters. I mean, I actually see some people in here who are a little dodgy and they don't match your vibration. You're really being very stoic today. I sense a lot of hurt. I'm trying to pick up on guilt. There isn't any because you didn't do anything. Okay. They did say wrong place at wrong time. And I think you were trying to fix something or pick up the pieces in this situation. Does any of this make sense?
Yes. It's all right. I mean, I think, I wasn't really, I don't feel like I was guilty, but I did do what I was, but it was something else. I think they took what I did and they made it look like something else. And it was like, it wasn't even like, but anyway, but it's okay. It's my fault, but I'm going to there ain't nothing I could do about it. I got to go to court.
Oh, wow.
A citation. Yeah, they gave me a citation for it, so whatever.
Well, I know we're being very cryptic about it because, it is an ongoing case, and I have to respect the laws, but it does look like some other characters were involved, and it
was all of them. It was all of
them.
It was from the head all the way down to the bottom. Yep.
Oh, it's called a case of convenience, I heard.
Case of convenience.
So,
wow.
Okay. You were convenient.
Yeah.
But it's still getting wrong place, wrong time. Listen, let me tell you about that kind of stuff. When these things happen, please understand, and we were just saying before the show, chaos and peace. And so you have this rattled, you are rattled, and it was like you came close to more of a disaster. But please understand that something better is coming up. But there is truly not a vibrational match at that previous position. You do have some people that you ever heard of the shell game?
No.
Yeah. The shell game is like where they have like 3 shells or 3 cups, and they have like where they shift the cups
Oh,
around.
you
and
gotta
that's kind
pick
of what
the
goes.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, and you never win because it's such a dodgy game. But
Right.
I also sense that they're talking about a lesson learned here. Sometimes this is a soul growth lesson. So now that your vibration has shifted, your vibration, call your vibration up and match with the next job. I see computers. I see a lot of computers ahead for you. So looks like a desk job with computers.
Really? You see it in this town, or you think I had to go to the next big town? Because I was thinking maybe I should go to the bigger town.
I heard next big town, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Very interesting. Very interesting. I'm very sorry that happened. Again, it was a platform of convenience, and have you ever been told that you were honest to a fault?
Yeah, I'm too honest, but that's because it's been beat out of me that I have to tell the truth, so I have to tell the truth. Or
That's all right.
I don't know. Like I get beat up if I don't. I mean, it doesn't matter how painful it is. I have to tell the truth, or I would get beat up. So that's where I'm at. And unfortunately, nobody tells the truth in this world. So except for Keisha. So
I have a mantra, and it is people lie, which is why I do what I do. I mean, it wasn't the catalyst, but it is the mantra of social reading. So don't pick up all the pieces in this situation, but pick up your pieces. And yes, next big town, and I do see a desk job. That looks like a dispatcher.
It is a distance. It's a bit of a distance, but it's okay. I have a nice little raggedy car that is really good on gas. But
I'm glad.
Raggedy, but it works. But
it's
okay.
I'm glad. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I
okay.
appreciate
Thank
you calling
so
in
much.
to
Thank
Jonathan
you for
and Kelly and Barbara's show. Pleasure.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. You have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Right. Now, let me ask you this. I mean, does something happen when you see the picture? Because I know you said it doesn't matter. But, I mean, does it happen when you see the picture, or does it happen?
What I see on as a clairvoyance? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I do. It's amazing. I mean, I get a front row seat to awesome every day. And I get a front row seat to success stories with clients every single day. So when I'm shown something, I don't just stop there. I'm so glad you asked this question. It's an excellent question. I corroborate it or I delineate it with muscle testing. This is the science of kinesiology. So I might be shown something, Jonathan, but I will say I will invoke muscle testing to determine if this is an accurate, clairalience or clairaudience or clairvoyance or clairsentient image that I'm sensing, or something I'm smelling or something. And if I get a yes, obviously, I go forward and tell the client. If I get a no, I admit it. I say, nope, I got a no on that. So I'm always shown with 100% divine light the right path to take per reading. It's absolutely amazing. It's been with me my whole life. Kind of like the last caller talked about, being honest to a fault. It's in the scope of doing that, the people that you grow up with, like parents or people who you marry or people who are, friends, they are a little leery about the gift because, everyone's psychic and everyone is a medium, but it's a gift. And can it be developed? Yes. That's, there's schools for that. I've never gone to one, but I have trained under some people that have kind of helped me, kind of hone my skills, such as in muscle testing. So there are, yeah.
Okay. Well, we have a call here from area code 269. 1 second, let me bring this person on.
All right.
Sandy, hello.
Hello, how are you guys? Hey, Sandy.
Well.
Hi,
Sandy.
how are you?
Great. Good.
Good. How's everybody's night?
Good. Fine.
Doing great here.
Sandy.
Could I answer a question for anyone?
You have a question, Sandy?
Yeah.
Hey, Sadie. You're struggling.
I'm withdrawn from finding any partner, love anywhere. Do you see that in the future?
Well, I got a yes on that, but I'm going to say something. Once you give me just a second here to calibrate what I'm dealing with in a vibration. You're just so. I picked up struggling. Now, are you struggling with rejection from a former relationship?
Yeah.
That's hurtful because I can really pick up a lot of hurt there.
Yeah.
A lot of sadness. It's like emanating from my eyes all the way through my throat. My throat's cutting off, from all the grief. You were grieving. I think this individual did you a small favor. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, sweetie, I'm just picking up all this hurt and grief and pain. And I think I know that when we have the hurt and grief and pain, I'll tell you what we do is we have to lift that vibration, which that sounds like a real hat trick to you at the moment. But I guarantee you, by the end of this short conversation I have with you, you will have elevated and shoved off a lot of this. They just show me all this dirt that's just sitting on top of your heart chakra, just all this dirt and did you feel walked on by this individual?
I do. Yeah, you pinpointed it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not right. And you know what? I rather sense that you're empathic. So let me hold on. I get a yes that you are an empath. I have a question. Let's say you and I are walking down the street, Sadie, and you say, is it Sadie or Sandy?
Sandy.
Sorry, Sandy? Okay. So we're walking down the street, and you see a baby bird. I don't even see the baby bird, but you see the baby bird. Are you the person that walks over and scoops the little baby bird up in your hands and tries to, assess what's wrong and try to get him comfortable? Are you that person?
I am.
Yeah. You are someone that helps everybody. You're always trying to fix the Rubik's Cube on everything. All right, here's what we do. When we get into those paths, this is an empath that I'm talking to. So it's a fantastic gift. It's is she a light worker? I get a yes that you are a light worker on this planet. So you're always helping people. And some people take advantage of that. We do know that there are situations where people take advantage of it, so those days are over. So we say, we have to lift up this energy that has just been laying on top of you. It's like a big cement wall that has fallen on top of you. And when I lift this up, then I've got you underneath there. This is not right when we get involved in relationships with people who are, they are narcissistic. They are sociopaths. They are psychopaths. And they do navigate towards people like us because we are light. And you were in a situation that, it took that brick wall or it took that cement wall to fall on top of you. Now, I want you to understand something. As an empath, it's important to keep your borders high. Well, what does that mean? It means literally zipping yourself up. So what I'm going to do is I want you to stand up, and I want you to reach down between your legs, and I want you to pull a zipper up. Just zip it up. Zip it all the way up to your nose. And now when you do, it's, people think, oh, that's just a magic trick, and it's not. It's energy that you're pulling up from around your feet and up in front of your nose. You're zipping yourself up to your nose. Me, I zip myself up over the top, but if I did that, I wouldn't be able to do any readings today. It would block me from readings. So you zip yourself up to your nose, especially you, and especially when you meet people, okay? Especially when you go out in public. If you go out to a concert and you go to the mall, promise me you'll do that. Because this way, they see you, but they don't see you. They see you, but they can't access your chakras. You know, your third eye is available right there between your eyes and your crown chakra. It's important that someone like you guards yourself. This is where you put yourself last all the time. Those days are over. You put yourself first these days. You're not being a narcissist. You're not being an egomaniac. You are taking care of you, and that's important because we need you. This person with whom you are affiliated, do I see cords? There are still cords there, which is why you're still hurt. And you have not fully grieved. Grief is such a epistle because it's got a bunch of like stages, and you can regress or you can turn corners quickly. And I'm kind of amazed at the different stages of different people in my pathway that navigate through grief. So, and animals grieve, okay, and trees grieve. And you've not fully grieved. You've been hurt so badly. So I'm going to take that off of your crown and off of your heart, and I'm just ripping it off of you because you don't need that. What I often do are call in the energies of the client to me, and I do the work here with me, and I clear, and it depends. Sometimes I'll keep the energies here for a couple of days, and under the permission of the client, and then I send it back to them.
Okay.
And what I would like you to do for me is if you would direct message me on Instagram. Do you have an Instagram account?
I do, yes.
Will you contact me through direct message? And I am Vomba, VOMBA 11. And I will do extra work for you because you need that and you deserve that, and I will handle that for you. So is there someone coming? Yes, after I clear you, and I want to do a little bit special work for you.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel it. I feel it.
You feel a little bit better? Yeah.
I do, yeah.
You sound better. You sound a little lighter. But do you understand something? This was not your fault, but this was your case to work. So now someone's coming because your vibration is elevated, and I will shift your vibration up. Yeah. So you please contact me through my Instagram, and I will do that work.
Yeah, I can do that as soon as we get done with the show.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Does that answer all your questions, Sandy?
It does, yeah.
Thank you, Sadie.
All right, thank you. Okay, now I don't normally do this, but I guess I was wanting to ask if I could ask a question. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I've been trying to get my finances in a better position over the past few years. In the past year, they've improved. But the thing is I'm trying to save up money to, like, for example, go on a trip. And, I think I'm trying to go to, like, Huntington Beach is where I'm hoping to go to, Charlotte Airport. But I can't find any, like, nonstop flights between Destin and Huntington Beach. And it's nerve-wracking. And I think Barbara and Kelly both know what it is I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We're going to try to make it so that we can meet in person and do a photo shoot for the show. And we're going to start a GoFundMe page and everything. I'm not going to lie, the whole thing makes me kind of nervous because I haven't traveled a whole lot, and I'm worried about missing connections and being stuck in an airport. I know that's not exactly what you do as far as travel, but, am I going to be able to get the finances, say, to be able to do that?
I got a yes, but they're telling me it's a little bit longer than what you anticipated. So you're looking for the revenue to support that trip so that it's on your balance sheets for your company. Does that make sense?
I wouldn't say company, but yes, I know what you're talking about, yes.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Feel free to jump in any time, Barbara and Kelly.
Oh, yes.
Right.
No, that's great. I'm glad that you're asking. I want you to feel comfortable with your trip. Get a straight shot, straight flight.
I can't find a straight shot though. That's the problem. There are no straight shots.
Okay, well, I can help you, but let's see if what she's feeling about the whole thing.
All right, go on.
So it's going to take a little bit longer in order to save the create the finance platform. And so you want to do it this year is what I'm shown. But they're really looking at 2020, which seems a lot far off, but we're already mid-May. So let me just check and douse and figure this out. So does this business trip, I'm going to call it a business trip. Does this business trip happen this year? Wow. Yep, that's why they're showing me next year. So does this business trip happen in 2020? They're actually showing me in 2020, in January, that this will culminate. So now you're trying to find out when in January or where you want to meet in Huntington Beach. But they're showing me January 2020 for this trip, and I think you're a little disappointed.
They were both what?
Are you disappointed that this will culminate in January?
Well,
2020?
I think that Kim Barbara was sort of imagining the photo shoot was going to happen on the beach. And in January, that's not exactly going to be beach weather.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I'm not disappointed by it.
That's what I saw. And that someone did want a beach situation. So let's see. I honestly thought December
It still would look good. It still would look good. It's fine. We could wear sweaters and jeans. It'll look beautiful still.
Oh, that's cool. Well,
yeah.
Then it's December 2019 to January 2020. Now, we want a straight shot to get Jonathan out there. So, this is bizarre, but I'll just go ahead and tell you what they said. They said Southwest Airlines for the straight shot.
I can help you try to find that flight.
So Southwest
Is his
Airlines.
flight going to go smoothly? Is he going to have a nice flight? Is it going to go smoothly? He's a little concerned about changing planes.
Yeah, let me see. I got a no on changing flights for that.
Oh, good.
I got a no on that. So maybe that's why they're pushing us so far out to December and January. Because when I heard the caveat, this is an important variable. It would be better for a straight shot. I'm all.
You got to understand. I one time I was about ready to go on vacation one time, and I didn't know that there was such a thing as missing connections. I didn't know that was something that we had to deal with. And he goes, son, you're going to get stranded. And my father was freaking out, and I had to kind of get a different ticket and everything. But it's just that I've never. But I mean, actually, imagine if I allowed for enough time, that wouldn't be a variable. Like maybe 2 hours between flights or something. But it would definitely get me out there.
I keep seeing someone accompanying you, a female.
A what?
So a woman accompanying you on the trip. That's what I keep seeing.
Well, what woman do you see?
Well, sometimes when I look at them, it's always it's the soul. So you have someone who's very caring. Sometimes I get a physical appearance, but right now I'm getting someone who's very caring and almost motherly to you. So this is
okay.
someone.
So you think it could be
young.
my mom?
No, but I sure like your mom. But no, this looks like someone with a motherly spirit, and they did say young. So the time frame. We know that December is a busy travel time. We do know this. So you've got choices, is what I am seeing here. But January looks very strong for this, and this is definitely a beach photo shoot. I did see that, and it will be lovely. I know they keep showing me some cloudy days. If you want me to narrow this down, I can certainly do that. But January looks much stronger than December.
For all three of us benefits. All three of our benefits. Please narrow this down, because I'm sure Kelly has questions too. Don't you have questions, Kelly?
Yeah. So the third week of January is what they're talking about. Sorry, Kelly, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh no, that's great. That's great to know. Third week of January. That'll give me some time to slim down, hopefully. So, I mean, if I'm not by then, there's something wrong. But yeah. So at least some of it'll be on.
Okay.
So what does it look like financially for me to be able to go, and am I going to have a safe trip?
Yeah. Very interesting. There's a lot of safety things here going on, which tells me that, okay, this is what they're telling me, and this is really lovely. It's because of this show, because of this program, you are all coming up in your, and they say the word graces of intuition. And I just think that's so benevolent. What a benevolent choice of words, how you're, and I'm getting kind of confirmation on that, coming up in the graces of your intuition. Because of this show, because of this broadcast. So this is why you're asking questions like this. Yes.
So and I want to ask this question because this might tie into Kelly's financial thing, and not to cut Kelly off, but we are talking to agents now. There's a lady that wants to have us on her television show. I'm going to go ahead and ask it because I know Kelly and Barbara were thinking about it. We're doing things on IMDb. It's okay if I say these questions, right, Kelly, Barbara?
Yeah, to me, yes.
What?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes, it's fun.
But we wanted to know your thoughts on these subjects.
Oh yeah, it is a lot of energy and a lot of creativity. It looks like the four of you, which includes this woman, come together with a lot of great ideas, and I see the word plans. And it looks like there's an investor behind this particular agent woman to craft this show, this TV show. That's so exciting. They keep showing me a ladder, and so y'all are going up this ladder. It's just so exciting.
A ladder.
It's a go. Yeah, ladders help us elevate and climb.
Do we have any thoughts on this, Kelly and Barbara?
I feel like we are going up. Yeah, I do feel like we are going up. And
you are.
Every day, yes. So a ladder makes a lot of sense.
They're talking about investment, too. So you'll have, this is interesting, they call it a money pad. So it looks like it's a nice cushion of money in order for the investment to be there. It's very interesting that this reading is swimming around this money and investment, and I do see a gentleman that has the purse strings on this, and I just heard whatever they need. So there's talent that they want to segue in. This woman wants to segue into this TV show. So you're going to be helping people. As so it looks like
you make it sound like we're not even going to be on a TV show. You're saying that we're going to be doing a TV show. Is that what you're interpreting?
You're going to be a part of the production and a part of the, strategy. For lack of a better description, planning. You're going to be planning this. So you will be very integral to the show.
Is this a show that he has been thinking about with plans but hasn't acted on yet? That's sort of a spin-off of this?
Okay, that's interesting. So if I break that question down, they've been looking for the right people to push this show forward. And they're looking for a team of people in order to push this show forward. They will be asking you for ideas and ask that you will be part of the planning. But what's interesting and which is very good here is that this has money supporting it.
Great.
I see that. Yeah, they're talking about 5, 6, and 8. So it looks like 5 and 6 to 8 productions. Episodes, I guess. Yeah, I got a yes on episodes.
Oh. Then okay. I think I know what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Because he has an idea for something that is a little different than what we're doing, but it goes along the same lines, and it would have to involve other people.
Well,
so that might be
I
what.
really like the energy and the activity around this show, Kelly. It's got some. Well, they're showing me it's got legs. So you have something that's already got liftoff going. You've already got something that's propagating beneath the architecture of this program. Do you notice that we're talking so much more about the TV show than we even are about your agent? It's like already happening.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
See, I've written a treatment for a TV show is what happened many years ago, but I haven't sent it out yet. I have not really even talked to Barbara about this, but it's a treat. I won't say what it is, but it's something that I want to see happen, and I'd like for Barbara and Kelly to be involved if they want to.
Sounds
that's lovely.
It's exciting.
Oh, you'll love it, Barbara. I know you will.
But,
I
feel so smart. There's a lot of intelligence quotient here, and there's a lot of EQ, emotional quotient, and it's the three of you banded together under this agent getting you through, shepherding you through to this. It's the energy is perfect, and I don't say perfect that often in a reading. This is perfect.
Wow. I feel like, you know what I feel? Like fun, like it's going to be fun. This is what I feel. I just keep feeling this word. It's going to be a fun show, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's going to help people.
Yes, and there you have it. And then they said earlier, helping people. Yes, Barbara, you make a very valid point there. Yes.
Cool. I'm maybe getting more into it. Like you said, we're all getting more into it. Well, wow. All of us, huh?
There's a lot of benevolence around this program, around this production. There's elevated intuition, and that's the three of you. And the three of you complement each other in the architecture of this show.
Wow.
So you do have to get the pictures. I can see where you need to get the publicity and the pictures. And I'm going to say something about this. Pictures are amazing. Art is amazing. But the reason it's amazing is that you're creating an energy. So when you create the energy, for example, when you get a picture taken, that's a catapult behind the energy, for example, of this show. It's the energy behind the portrait of the person. And I read photographs. People send me photographs and ask me what's going on, with a person, for example. And that's what will happen once this all culminates, and it's culminating now. I can see why it's important to get this portrait done. They're calling it a portrait of the three of you on this beach.
Great.
Wow.
I was thinking it was important because we're working together, but there's more importance behind our photograph.
That's a good point.
Wow.
Yeah, this photo shoot, now they're calling it photo shoot. I love it. And I just got prana confirmation on that. This photo shoot has a lot of energy on it. And because we're discussing it right now, this is why we have this discussion, we're pushing energy in, positive energy in around this meeting, this photo shoot, this meeting. There's a lot of love too. Yeah, there's a lot of love that's propagating around this future photo shoot too.
This is awesome. I'm so excited. So now we know we're on the right track and that we know we need to get the money together for their plane tickets.
Yeah.
Would a GoFundMe page work?
Yeah, I got a yes on that. I was surprised when you said that.
I want to raise about, say, $4,000. That'll be enough to get Kelly there and back and me there and back.
Yeah. When you said it earlier, I got a yes on it. That was amazing.
That's really good.
Wow.
They also
you said there was sorry. You said there was a bunch of safety things.
A bunch of what? I'm sorry.
Safety things? I don't know if that was just me or having to go or...
Safety. Maybe I said safety. It's interesting because I'm on the channel, so I don't remember. I'm sure I'll probably remember later. Safety. I said
that's how it works.
Yeah, pretty much. But you know what else is amazing? And I don't want to go off track, but I did several readings last night about the same. It was about the same subject, and I looked at the client and I said, "Have I said that before?" And she said, "Yes, you said that before." And so, I have readings, but sometimes I don't remember everything about a reading, and I don't admonish myself about it. But it's so interesting to me how the energies are consistent, how I can forget and move on to other people, but, Spirit's always there. This is 100% divine light ordained readings, but because Spirit's always there, returning those energies and displaying those energies and demonstrating those energies over, and there's the same. So when I was reading this client, and I haven't read this client probably for 6 months, I'm traveling right now, and this client said, "Can you tell me something about this incident?" And it had evolved in the last 6 months. 6 months when I started the reading. So when I read the person that was part of this reading, whom I've never met, I had 3 characteristics of this individual, and I said, "Oh my goodness, have I said that before about this individual?" And if you're ready, I will tell you real quickly. It was, this person's an alien. Really, I don't mean to get off topic, but there are aliens among us. So, I don't remember. I remember the safety thing. Yeah, there are aliens. I have people who contact me, and I've talked them out of it, but they date aliens. Yeah. So, and I know. And I test through it. I do test through it, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe you shouldn't date the aliens. So, and I have had people come and ask me if there are such things as, people with tails, because they're married to those people, and yes, that is a thing. You know what that is.
Wow. So we don't even touch upon that. That's a really interesting subject.
Yeah, it is, and it's a real thing. And these are the nicest, kindest people that are married to or trying to divorce from situations like this. So, anyway, not to get off topic because it takes us way off topic about your awesome show that's coming. But the photo shoot will launch the show.
The what?
Photo shoot will launch.
The photo shoot will launch and support the show. The GoFundMe will provide the capital in order to make the trip out to California, and that's where you all. Actually, please understand, it's not so much, step after step, but it's the energies that we are pushing forward now about the photo shoot that is launching the show. So today, May 21st, right? The show is launching through the discussion of the photo shoot, and the GoFundMe is launching through the discussion here today in order to find the capital, in order to send Kelly and Jonathan out to the West Coast.
But you understand that why I'm asking these questions. In 1 week, I turn a year older. So, my birthday is the 28th of May.
But Jonathan, you're a good-looking guy. I saw a photo of you today. I think on Facebook. You're a good-looking guy.
Oh, are we talking about romance now, or do you see somebody romance?
One thing about time, we can't turn it back, and I do understand that extra birthday that comes up every year. Birthdays are very interesting, Jonathan. They are resets. And resets are very sacred. Celebrate each birthday with just abundant love and a sacred thought. Because when you have a birthday, Jonathan, or if Barbara has a birthday or Kelly has a birthday, we can all make a wish on that day. You know how we have birthday wishes? It's like we can make a wish for even ourselves on those birthdays. Birthdays are amazing. Their birthdays are beautiful, and they're underrated. We don't know enough about birthdays. So just because it's one more year on the, timeline.
Well, I guess what I meant to say is, do you see anybody for me for romance in the future?
Yeah. And I think you asked that earlier. I might be mistaken, but yes.
Well, I'm just curious if this is the lady that's going to be going on the trip.
Yeah, I know. I was too, and so I got a yes on that. I'm looking for. But she has a caring, loving spirit. So you have someone that, yes. What you have here, you've heard of Old Soul. This is an old soul that has been here. So it's a nurturing, kind, loving spirit. Does he have a soul? That's interesting because I asked if you have a soul contract with this individual, and it looks like you do. Now, I'm asking the question.
Have I met this person yet?
I know. I was just about to ask, does Jonathan know this person? And I'm hoping for a no in here somewhere, but I got a yes on that.
Wait, I know this person?
Yeah, you know this person. Do you know someone who's like really nice and really quiet, and she looks at you with adoring eyes?
No. No, I mean, if you could be more specific.
I know that that's what I'm being shown. She's not somebody who would stand out in a crowd, but she's very plain. Not very plain, I shouldn't say very, but she's plain. She's not someone that stands out in a crowd, Jonathan. But this person keeps coming up. What?
Do you have a name for the person?
No, I don't. Of course I don't, because that's what would help you. I know. I did get the letter B. Let me check. It starts with the letter B. I do get the letter B for the first name.
Beverly?
So maybe I have to go get you. Maybe Barbara has to go get Jonathan and fly him over.
Let's see.
Is her name Beverly?
I got to know on Beverly. You're very anxious to meet this person.
Well, the reason I got involved in this podcast is I had a bad relationship that ended it was horrible, and it was sort of like the equivalent. And then with Kelly, it was a miscarriage, and with Barbara, it was her fault. And it's just sort of like you just sort of get over it a little bit, when you do these podcasts, and then you run into people like Kelly and Barbara who are like addicted to they see it, they appreciate it, so
Yeah.
There's been a psychic we had on that I met many years ago who predicted that I was going to meet my future spouse very, very soon, within like a couple of months, and she said that the name was going to be Linda or Mary, and that she was going to have long hair, blonde hair, big eyes.
Great.
And what?
I thought great features.
No,
It's
big
funny
eyes.
because,
But let me tell you
yeah,
one thing she did say that was kind of interesting. And the only reason I'm saying this has to do with Kelly and this has to do with Barbara. Let me explain. The psychic predicted that I was going to meet her at a convention. Now, I'm not one to go to conventions. But the scenario we didn't really plan on is what if we're the ones throwing it? I mean, if the show continues to get bigger, then, and Barbara's networking skills help, that we could be the ones throwing the convention. Does that make sense?
Oh, yes. I'm picking up on that, yes.
You understand what I'm saying, Kelly and Barbara, right?
Yes, I do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting because this other psychic picked up on things that I did not pick up on, and what I saw was almost opposite. A plain person. The eyes. I guess the person that I see has a shorter haircut, not the long hair, and it's kind of strawberry blonde. And it's just that when you see as a psychic, when you are shown things, that's why I muscle test. I'm like, I'm invoking kinesiology through everything I'm shown, and that's why sometimes I like to get a no in there so I can have that benchmark. But and that's my statistics talking. I have a master's in business and with a focus in marketing and statistics, and so that's where that comes in a little bit. But this psychic was very free with what she saw, and it is a very lovely woman. That's why I was saying with great assets.
Because I don't know anybody with the letter B other than a Beverly. I really don't.
Yeah, and I got a no on that. So I know you're anxious, but here, can I tell you a really awesome trick?
Okay.
And it's funny because sometimes my clients are reticent to do this, but you write down exactly what you want in that person, and I guarantee you they show up faster than you know. So you just have to that's the worst part, or the hardest part is when you write down exactly what you want and whom you want to meet, Jonathan, suddenly they're there. So the question is, are you ready? I've had that. I have clients who want to date, and I'll tell them, write down what you want, and then about 3 or 4 weeks later they'll contact me and they'll say, hey Ness, I couldn't find that person, and I go, well, what does your list look like? Well, I didn't write it down. And I go, okay, so sometimes I'll write it down for them. And when I do that, I am belt and suspenders. I make a list like you wouldn't believe, and I put it in my Reiki grid, and I, essentially pray over it. And the most interesting things happen. Their vibration elevates, and I'm going to do this for Sadie too. When she direct messages me, their vibration raises, and they stop looking, on the ground for someone to date. They start looking up for someone to date, and that's where all the great people are. The people like Sadie to me, someone that's going to treat you well and love you with an honest heart, and be your best friend, and be that person that brings out the best in you. Those are fantastic litmus tests, and those.
What you're saying is that when we actually go on this trip, there's actually going to be a fourth person in this photo shoot?
Well, right now that's what I am picking up, and I got a yes on that. I am picking up on that, and I got a yes on that. But but I have nothing else. I don't know why I said, but I have nothing else to say about that. That's going to require more capital. I guess that's what I wanted to say from a business standpoint. You're very anxious, Jonathan, to align with someone. You have been injured. Your heart has been maligned, and it really needs to be aired out and shaken, and it needs to be restored. You were betrayed. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And I see money taken. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm also getting a major headache. It's not me, but this really toyed with your mind and, of course, your heart. And I'm going to tell you something, Jonathan. Raising your vibration will attract the right person. This psychic with whom you spoke, she might very, I mean, I could test her accuracy, but she might very well be onto something, but we have to raise your vibration. We have to heal that hurt. We have to take that and raise your vibration so the right person shows up. You're not someone who likes to fight.
Okay. No.
And this other one broke your heart and likes to pick fights with you.
Sort of, yes.
Sort of? Yeah.
Well, in an indirect way, it was sort of, you understand what I'm saying? It wasn't like yelling. It was, I'm going to make you miserable in a direct way.
No. But it's tipping away at you. She chipped away at you. Yeah. Yeah. So that suddenly you wake up one day and you're like, hey, where am I? Like, where did I go? So we want to have all of you present so that the right girl comes to you. And I'm going to tell you a real quick story. There are amazing people out there. There are amazing good people out there. Phenomenal. And you need phenomenal. You deserve phenomenal.
That's right.
That's right.
So what does he have to do first? Does he have to heal himself and just be more open to her coming in? You see her, she's there. What does he need to do to make this happen quickly?
Well, that's that broken heart thing. I talk about soul loss a little bit, and I do soul retrieval for example, clients that call me and they've been in, I guess like a love relationship that went awry, or they were into drugs, alcohol, or they have a child, okay, that got mixed up and all that. And so, Jonathan, if I access you and check out what's going on for your soul, let me see, if you don't mind, here on the broadcast.
Sure, go ahead.
So, what do we have left here? Oh, you know what? Oh, my goodness. She walked away with part of your soul. I've never seen that. I know it's a thing, but, okay, hold on. Well, she walked away with part of your soul. You know how people in our lives, they do take our heart, and that's where broken heart comes in? You are missing missing about 49% of soul. I know people are like, oh, really? How can you figure that out? And I'm here to say, yeah, I know that sounds crazy.
Is there a way to get it back?
Yes. It's soul retrieval. It's what I do. And it's amazing how it works. I will do that for you. She's got a good 18 and 19% of you. Does she still kind of stalk you? I get a yes on that. You talk to her still?
Sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, there you are, Jackson. I tell you what. If you want to have what's right, and I get a yes on that, I will do this for you. Let me see it. Let me write this down. Because you know what? She's got part of you.
Well, I mean, when do I call you about this?
Oh, hey, anytime. I've got tomorrow afternoon open, but I will go and I've got readings in the morning, but I will do the work for you. I always do it privately because, the client doesn't need to stay on the phone. And what I do is I go and do a thorough underworld search. But I already see 18 to 19%, just girls walking around with your soul. There are soul takers. There are people who take our soul, and we let them. But that's not how it's supposed to work. Because let me tell you really quickly how it works. I don't want to keep your broadcast overdue here. If people steal things, if people steal souls, if people steal your car or steal your money or steal your heart, the signature doesn't match. Their vibration is a signature. Your vibration is a signature. And everything you touch, for example, the jewelry you wear, the house you live in, the car you drive, you are putting the golf clubs that you swing. The signature of your energy is on all these things. If someone steals them, I guarantee you it's just not going to work for them because it's not a signature match. The intention behind stealing and taking is covetousness, jealousy, and envy. And none of that is your match. She wants a little part of you. She's enamored with you, Jonathan, and she's kept a piece of you. And when I ask you, how does that bring out the best in you? And so in order to make proper decisions,
you make it sound like she's going to try to get in touch with me again.
Well, you did confirm my testing here that you communicate with her, and I still get a yes on that.
No, I don't communicate with her. I don't. But I'm worried about.
Okay, well, maybe I misunderstood earlier, but I actually get a yes that you do communicate with her. It doesn't matter. It's this girl walked away with part of you.
Yeah. Okay. I do not communicate with her, I promise.
That's good. That's like the cardinal rule when you deal with sociopaths because if she's a sociopath, I get a yes on that. I sure would like to seem just a narcissist. Is she a psychopath? No. But she is a sociopath. And you know what? I can sense the emotion behind your throat chakra and behind it's actually your sinuses. It's like right underneath your eyes, like in your cheekbones. I feel, that might have been part of the headache I was getting earlier. It's like right in there. You would think it was your eyes, but can I ask you something?
What?
Did you mourn over this breakup a lot?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Let's see why I'm picking up. That's not right.
But what I was going to say is that when I it's funny that you mentioned sinuses because, when we were getting, I think it was Hurricane Michael was hitting. Fortunately, nothing happened. I mean, absolutely nothing happened to the house. Nothing happened to us, But in fact, we could have gotten away with not abandoning. But we had to go stay in a hotel for a few days. And as we were driving to the hotel, my dad said to me, "Son, do you want your own room?" And I said, "Dad, I snore." "Okay, you get your own room." And the truth is, you can laugh, but I do snore very, very, very loudly. And it's a little scary. To the point of it's like a little scary. It's like okay, something's wrong because you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. That's we need to align with people who are like us. And it's always best that all of us be present in order to make those decisions when we want to and are ready to align with those individuals. And that's why when people say, "Oh, I'm going to just break up with this person and I'm going to move on," and I always say, that's not a great idea. I'm like the one person in the entire planet that goes against that move on idea. Because you have to take care of what's back here first before you can move forward fully. And when we walk around dragging these broken hearts, I mean, it's pretty obvious. They call it baggage. It's not going to do us any good when we're making decisions for future alignment with future people, with half of us present. There are half souls walking around. I have seen them. They've come to my house. And I've had the parents call me and say, can you help us with our daughter or our son? And you know what, Jonathan? I would like to give you this gift, and I wish I could say it was something I put together, but I'm just a channel. But this opportunity to sit here on this awesome broadcast that you all have, I want to do this for you to make it whole, make everything whole.
That's nice. That's nice. You do a lot for people. And remember, you cleared my energy after my fall and at that house, and you said you would go and do that. And then I feel like you did. I feel like it worked. I don't feel like there are, between you and a couple other psychics since then, I feel like I'm cleared. Can you see if I'm cleared from any of these spirits that had been following me? Please.
Okay. Did one of the psychics, did they find some woman following you around?
No, but I told them about an energy that I felt like was in the corner recently that was just, I think, that a different scenario, more of a person's energy that was hanging on. But no, they didn't. So I talked to my friend, though, who owns that house, and he says, I really feel things, and I don't think there's anything at this house, and I'm the first one who's lived here, and, it's... Okay. I don't feel spirits. He goes, I feel good energy here. So I think it was someone, spirit that was following me. Remember, it was following me, three of them, to my rental all the way across the states. Okay. So, and then followed me down there. But you know what? I also wanted to tell you they did me a favor because I would not take back the accident now after what happened after the accident with the amazing person that was in my life before has come back, and then the job with Kelly and Johnny. Those two things happened because of the accident. So, you get how much it hurt, but still, I would not do that.
That was a very serious thing, and I can still tell you where I was when Jonathan told me about that so-called accident. It was an incident, and the energy that was around you. And I'm so glad that clearing that helped, because whenever people come to me about a problem with a relationship or something, Barbara, it's the first thing I check is there an entity around. Sometimes there are entities around, but it doesn't always add up to that. And that was definitely someone following you around, didn't like you being in that space and found this grand opportunity to shove you and hurt you. And we cleared that. It allows you to heal and be whole again, to have the things that really are on your radar. And
yes,
like
and
the right people.
It backfired. It backfired on them because they probably didn't want me to be happy or get what I wanted in life if they were wanting to hurt me that badly. And you know what? It backfired because the fall really made some great things happen.
Well, I'm sorry about the fall, but it's like when out of the bad things that happen, something good comes of it. Like I've got clients that call me every day, and the chaos that they're going through, I mean, it seems like it'll never end. And they'll always ask me, Ness, am I going to be, like, where's this going? And I always see the end. It's the timeline I'm trying to get through and give them a better definition of when the tides return. And that ultimately does happen. But I'm telling you, you said it right, Barbara. It's when we go through these challenging times, it's the great that's on the other side waiting. That is really well said.
Thank
So,
you.
and Jonathan, yeah, absolutely. I'm so glad. And, you know, your friend that has that beautiful place, I always keep an eye on it from here, you know, energetically. In fact, I was checking on it last week. And I'm glad that and you know what? I think you predicted that he wouldn't sense that because he is very ethereal, this guy. And he is very positive, yes. And he's a shrewd businessman. He's really good with business deals. And so it's, yeah, he says a lot does not escape me. That's what he says, our friend. And
that's what?
Yeah, he's very stalwart. I like him. Yeah, yeah. In another lifetime, he keeps showing me that he was a knight. You know, that always kind of comes through. Yeah. I get a lot of past lifetimes that I help people corroborate with pains that they might have in this lifetime. So it's interesting when I do past life regression. It's fascinating to me because I'll be shown something and I'll test it. And then I will go and corroborate it through historical accords. I just did one for a woman that she's got this terrible pain in her knee. And I asked her about the car she was driving. And the short-sighted story was I told her how to clear that. But this other lifetime kept coming up. And it was out of Wales in England. And it was amazing how the timeline of history lined up with the reading that Spirit showed me. It was fascinating, and it made sense to her. And through clearing the car that she's been driving and helping her understand that she had this other lifetime, she's feeling better now.
That is amazing. It clarifies things. It really does. Mm-hmm.
It does.
It's a clarification.
It's knowledge equips us. And when we align with people who cheat or rob or they lie straight to our face, it steals and steals and steals from us and takes, and we become less viable, and we get ill and we get sad, and we are not who we know we should be. And that's soul loss. And people don't really know about soul loss. But I will do this for you, Jonathan. Be my honor.
Okay. Great. Well, that'd be wonderful. Kelly, do you have any questions?
I just was kind of wondering, how much longer do you think I'm going to be struggling with things?
How much longer you're going to be what, Kelly? I'm sorry.
Struggling with things?
Yeah, you said. I thought that's what you said. This is a mixture of things they said. These are finances and romance. Have I got that right?
Yeah, for the most part. And my health.
And your health. Well, I know that we talked about creating the subscription-based business, but it looks like the TV situation could be superseding your subscription basis where you bring in hosts, right?
Oh.
Yeah, maybe that got shelved. Your health. I'm not really picking up anything on your health. So are you going? Okay. Yeah. Why am I not picking up anything? Are you feeling better today, or what is it?
I'm feeling better today than yesterday. But man, yesterday, I was in a lot of pain because I'd overdone at work, and migraine all the way to feeling like somebody was stabbing and kicking me in the lower back. And that's all all related, the work accident.
Oh, okay. I am absolutely blocked on what is going on here. I know you're liked at work, but you said you're talking about being stabbed or feeling like you're being stabbed at work. when people are derogatory and negative about it, it is literally a thought and when it's in speech, it does go into our back. When I've done Reiki energy healing, I have literally heard swords falling out of people's backs. So is there a woman at work that has a bit of an angst with you?
Probably, because I was waiting to punch out, and she's like, well, she called me a derogatory thing. She's like, we have a white girl back here, and then it was like, they don't like when I'm trying to punch out at the right time because they all want to leave. And I'm supposed to wait until the time I'm supposed to punch out. So, yeah, that didn't go very well today.
Yeah, there's that one individual who tries to lead lead against you, but it doesn't really go over well. There's two people who say they align with her, and they say that they agree with her about a derogatory opinion about you, but they're lying to her. So she's really kind of a Pied Piper for herself. And I'm going to tell you something. There are truly words, any word that is negative and derogatory, that do stab us in the back. That is a thing. Let me tell you what you do with that. You can look this up. If you look this up, I don't know if I've told you about this before, but if you look this up, it's called Law of Three. And there are Bible passages, and there is this Law of Three. So feel free to look up Law of Three. It will come up as dark and as, black magic type thing, but it is not, I assure you. You face north, and you say Law of Three, back to thee. And these are my words, kind of. I've discovered you, and I send this all back to you 3 times over. Now, I know people with whom I have, shared this data with them, and they take it to a higher level and higher degree of sending back the negative. And I'm showing for your case, Kelly, cursing towards you and at you and into you. When you send that back to them, I don't think this girl's going to show up at work tomorrow, because she has such ill thoughts towards you that this will return to her as soon as you say it and wrap itself around her face. Now, that's why there's this thing called golden rule that we like to have people obey. Golden rules should apply to the pets that you keep and the house that you have and the children that you rear. Golden rule is do unto others as you'd have them do unto you, but people don't always remember that. This girl at work is very jealous of you. It looks like you get all the best of the best, she said. But it's a thing that we have to do because it's a universal law. That Law of Three is enacted, and let's just be honest. Whatever you send out into the universe, they say, will come, it does boomerang. It does return to you. And that's what people forget. And those thoughts and those feelings do go into your back and do hurt you.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's a thing. And I'm going to tell you something else at work. I have people I have university coaches who contact me. I have people very high up in corporations who contact me. I have teachers. It's like everybody has a bad day, and they've always got a nemesis at work. And what do? And, I test and I check, and I will tell them, sometimes I will tell them, you have to invoke this. I mean, if you've got someone who is got a great resume and great experience and is working hard for a company, for example, and they can't figure out why they haven't gotten that promotion, I can see why you didn't get the promotion. I'll do a reading and figure it out. And there's someone that's blocking you. And it's not right, because people will, what is it again? People lie. and they distort the truth. And by the time you look at the leveraged value of a statement, it will have maybe 3 to 6% truth, and the remaining 94% is a lie. And people think that's okay because they're like, well, there's truth in there. And yeah, not so much, because the majority of it is a 94% falsehood against someone who doesn't know that you're saying that about them.
Wow.
So your health, you were asking about your health, is part of this puzzle with this woman at work. Let me just check that. I get a mild yes on that. She's part of the picture. Her words and deeds against you are part of the picture, Kelly. It's not entirely the picture of your health, but it's interesting to me, because when we clear that up, it's amazing how the rest of us heal up. You know, all those other ailments go away. I was married to a guy. I didn't realize that he was being a horse's patoot as much as he was, but I said to him, every time I get around you, I get ill. And there's a lot more, and I did. And I was, I'm a healthy horse, okay? And I was married to him for nearly 25 years, and I realized that I would get ill. And he wasn't around the house very much, but I would get sick when he would be home. And there are people like that who can make us ill because they're doing bad stuff. It goes against our vibration. And that's probably what's happening here.
Wow.
So try Law of 3 tonight, and I hope that she's vertical and attends work tomorrow. But you have to pay for things that you do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to pay the piper, I guess. If you're going to be a horse's rear end and say horse's rear end things and be venomous towards people, well, what are you going to get back? So.
Okay, and I can look that up online?
Yeah, you can. And as I said, it's very dark, but I'm here to tell you something. It's fighting fire with fire. You know, it's the backdraft that you set up in order to extinguish the fire. And you know what? It's pretty darn benevolent. There's other things you can do too, but try that, because it's, I wouldn't want to say bad things against someone, because I value my health, and I value, if I did that, I wouldn't have this practice, okay? Full soul readings wouldn't be so full. It'd be like, what? So try that. And I really would like to know what the outcome is.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
right.
Thank you.
Well,
I really
over,
appreciate it.
but thank you for coming on, Vanessa. And I will, I'll text message you after the show. You take text messages, right?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, good.
And I appreciate you for having me on.
You're welcome. There's actually, I would love to have you back. There's another psychic that's very popular on our show, Karen Page. We've been doing things where we've had, do I hear laughter?
No.
Oh, I thought I heard Kelly laugh.
No,
we want to have you and Kelly, you and Karen Page on at the same time, because Karen Page is really, really sweet. But the thing is that she doesn't really classify herself as a medium, whereas you do. And so we thought about having shows where we have a psychic on and a medium on at the same time. You'll love Karen. I mean, Karen, one of Karen's favorite phrases, and I'm surprised she hasn't written a book named this, is, "You're going to laugh when I say this." There are people that say that all the time. Well, she says that all the time. So I finally came around and said, "Is that going to be the title of your next book?" I mean,
well, I would be honored. I'd love it.
Okay, you'll love
that'd
Karen.
Be great.
I'll text you. I'll text you after the show, and Barbara and Kelly, thank you for coming on. I hope we cleared up everything you needed to clear up.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Yeah, it's amazing. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. You have a good day.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye.